What the is going on with CLOV? Oh, wow. I woke up today negative 14, negative 15%. Let's just jump right into this. Opened up today at around $11.50 in the pre-market. Wasn't doing too bad. And then red candle after red candle after red candle brought the price down all the way to $9.96. Oof. I was patiently watching this morning, seeing if we get some sort of bounce back. Again, I would rather be a little bit late than wrong in case it kept dropping. I picked up another 50 shares at $10.31 or so. And then it kind of just found its place here, bouncing around the 1050s, the 1030s, and then it just kept going, kept doing its thing, kept going around the same range, and then all of a sudden it kept going down again and touched the 1015 and started going back up, doing its thing, going and going, and then it just kept dropping until I saw it went below 10 again. So I picked up another 50 shares at $9.99, and we're currently seeing a little bounce back up, but I am afraid that this is not quite done yet. If we hop over to the bigger picture here, again, we've talked about this in our videos. CLOV goes up, it comes down, kind of found its range here, and now it is sharply declining again on this little gradual hill, actually, less of a sharp decline, but more of a downward projection. So before we dive into what's going on, just a quick recap on this channel. If you're new, first of all, go ahead, scroll down real quick, scroll down and hit that subscribe button, okay? I want you to hit that subscribe button because what we're doing here is we are tracking the top momentum stocks, the top short squeeze potential stocks, and we are tracking them using data tools and data analytics and looking at what's being talked about, what's being mentioned, and what has the best potential to rise in price. And I am running this experiment to see if we can make some money along the way. So if we look, just a quick recap, if we look, I bought 100 shares at $13.80 not too long ago, and then the stock just decided to go the wrong way. So why did I buy that? Let's jump right over to our favorite handy dandy tool, Ape Wisdom. Again, this tool tracks all of the subreddits from Wall Street Bets, Wall Street Bets New, Wall Street Bets Elite, stocks, investing, SPACs, options, and day trading. If we scroll down, this is the top stocks on Reddit in the past 24 hours. Obviously, the S&P up 212% in the past 12 hours. That is largely attributed to its performance. What we are noticing here is that this Ape Wisdom, this tool, this tracking mechanism is actually a lagging indicator. Somebody mentioned it in my comments in the last video, but it seems like the stock goes up and then people talk about it. The stock goes down and then people talk about it more, which is very apparent when you look at GameStop, AMC, and Clover. So Clover now back to number 4, surpassing Wish with a 166% increase in mentions, but on the downside. So it's important to see how much people talk about a stock and what the stock is actually doing. It is not it's not directly correlated where if everybody's talking about it, the stock's going to go up. Everybody might be talking about it with a negative sentiment, which is where this comes in handy. We can take a look at Swaggy Stocks, another great tool to track Reddit momentum. This only seems to be tracking Wall Street Bets, though. The other one does track a lot of other things, so you get a nice holistic view. If you look here, CLOV is the #1 talked about stock I don't know what time frame this looks at, but CLOV, sorry, I was blocking that. CLOV, Wish, Tesla, Space, SOFI, and Apple, and the rest. It looks like CLOV currently has 92 positive sentiment, 28 negative sentiment, and the current comment volume is at 8.59%. So it is gaining a lot of momentum being talked about. But if you look at this chart, this beige stock price line is sharply declining. That means that's the price. Let's see what happens to the comment volume. And let's also see what happens when the comments go up. Will the stock follow? That is what I'm looking for. In the meantime, though, a lot of you might be wondering, how should I play this? What does that mean for me? Well, what it means for me is, so I come from a long-term investing background. I started investing in stocks when I was 12 years old. I bought companies that I knew, that I understood, and I held them for a very, very long time. I want to take a similar approach here, but I want to dollar cost average my way into a sizable position, making sure that I get the best price possible. Now, imagine if a couple days ago when I bought CLOV at 1380, imagine if I bought 200 shares back then. I would have had less money to allocate as it goes down. I would have been more upset. We're currently down 15.8%. And my average cost basis is $11.98 thanks to this average down. If Clover goes back to 1380, I will not be break even. I will actually be at a profit. If I did not dollar cost average and it went back to 1380, I would in fact be at break even. So this is what I like to do. It's kind of like a reverse pyramid where you start off with one block and then you get 2 blocks and then you get 4 blocks and you keep building that position if the stock is going the wrong way, if it's going against you. This is how I'm playing this. I am hoping for a reversal here so we can either get out of this position alive. Otherwise, I'm going to keep my eye on this. If it keeps going down, I'm going to have to average down or just stop touching it and watch what happens when comment volume, user sentiment, investor sentiment goes up. What does that do to the actual price of the stock? I did see a lot of data about the short interest. So it should be interesting to see how that affects the price of the stock as well. I know there are a lot of options coming up that need to be covered. This is another great website, Stock Grid. What this does is it shows you cluster information. It shows you a lot of different data points on the back end dark pool, what's going on with the big money, where the big money's going. Let's see if this loads. I don't know why this is taking so long. Let's just go to dark pools here. Type in CLOV. All right, so dark pool data. Here we're looking at a net short volume of 2.2 million, and that is a positive number. That means people are shorting this a lot. The net short volume is 25 million. The position is negative 167 million. Position 2.3 billion. So there are a lot of shorts on this company. I saw a tweet the other day. If I find it, I'll put it on screen. But if I don't find it, I don't know where it went. But it talked about this being one of the most shorted stocks. Now, that doesn't automatically mean that it's going to go up. In fact, it means there's a lot of selling pressure on it. But it's just interesting to keep an eye out on. Net short volume is just crazy right now. A lot of people are shorting this and they are currently winning. I know on Reddit, a lot of people are just holding for dear life. So I'm curious to see how that plays out for them. We are in this for the short/medium term here. I'm probably not the best example of a ape who's just blindly going to hold this thing and add until my eyes start bleeding. I am in here to make some money. So if you're also in here to make some money, keep an eye out on the prices. Make sure you can dollar cost average. Make sure you have some firing power if this thing keeps going down. If it does keep going down to the low 9s, I might look into pick up some more. If it goes down to the mid 7s, that might get a little ugly. What was the lowest this thing got to? 631. If this thing comes all the way back to the low 6s, that is a huge deciding point. Earnings season is coming up. It's right around the corner. Next month, August 12th, that is when they are reporting. Options are sketch when people are doing their earnings. So if we look at August 20th, these are the current options available for that time frame. People are shorting this company a lot. At this point, I think I'm just going to hold. I think we have no other choice, being down 16% now and still going. Are we still, is this thing still dropping? Do I need to buy more right now? No, see, it had this immediate sell-off and then it's kind of just holding it right here. I will keep my eye out on this. If anything happens, I will let you guys know. If I add to my position, I will let you guys know. But this should be an interesting experiment to see how we can get out of this one. Down 16%. Let's flip that on its head and be up 16%. Go ahead and like this video if you like this type of content. If you want me to keep making more of this type of content, share this video with your friends. So please hit that subscribe button, follow along with this challenge, and let's see how it plays out. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.